Hey everyone, today's video is a quick one. I'm just sharing an add-on and talking about a piece of the remix hotfixes. So first up, it was recently brought to my attention that I was using an add-on to display the new abilities in remix, which I didn't actually realize. But anyways, that add-on is called Narcissist. I might be butchering that. I'm not the best at speaking words, but I hope that's right. Which is typically one of my favorite add-ons, but it is usually only for taking photos like scenery ones or of your character. I use it to make the thumbnails of these videos usually just to get a character in there with some sort of emote. It's a fantastic add-on, and apparently they added a little thing to it where you can see your abilities in Remix. So as you can see on screen, it shows it in a nice clean look. You can adjust your gems, take them out of gear. You can put your majors in and see it nice and clean without being all cluttered. So it's a good quality of life add-on that I do highly recommend you use from now on. If you already are using it, that's great. If not, I hope it helps. Now, let's move on to the hotfix that I want to talk about, which it appears Blizzard realized that everybody that did the frog farming is going to be way ahead of people who didn't do the frog farming. Now, I know this also helps those people get ahead as well, but either way, this helps us catch up. They started by adding new tiers of threads, which are color coded, and depending on the event you partake in, you can get up to a whopping 180 threads. That's from like a single scroll, which is such a huge increase. It's pretty crazy. So let's talk about what tiers drop from what. Starting with the minor spool of Eternal Threads, these award you 40 threads to a stat, which is still a nice boost. You can get these from one time achievements like Exploration, Scenarios, and World Bosses. Now, that's if you haven't already gotten the achievements. Next is Lesser Spools of Eternal Thread, which reward you with 50 threads, and you can get these from rares, treasures, heroic scenarios, and heroic dungeons. Then we start getting into the juicy ones, like the Spool of Eternal Thread. This one rewards you a whopping 100 threads. You can gain these from one time achievements like Reputation, Zone Tours, LFR, and Normal Raid. And lastly, we get into the greater spools of Eternal Thread, which is the ones you're going to want to get. And you can get these daily, which I'll get into that shortly. But for achievement wise, you'll want to do main campaign quests if you haven't already, or heroic mode achievements. But you'll want to start logging in daily as well because there's other ways to gain these scrolls. In order to capitalize on these scrolls, the best way to do that is the world bosses. So every single world boss will drop a 180 increase to a stat scroll, which is great. There's what, like six world bosses? And then you can also get these from your Infinite Bazaar, which I also might have butchered, daily quests, which typically have a blue exclamation mark to indicate, or if it doesn't, they're called a fresh scene, looking for more, and looking for group, which you'll find them in anywhere that you can buy like the mounts, the transmog. Those quests are in that area, just in case you're unaware. So make sure you do these every single day to get the biggest increase to your cloak. Then we have the dailies for regular spools of Eternal Thread, which are the ones that reward 100 spools. You can get these from the LFR wings, a random scenario daily, and random heroic dungeons. Also, regular dungeons. So make sure you queue up for everything that you possibly can per day. That'll give you roughly an increase of by like 2,000, which is a huge increase per day. That's kind of all I have to share. That's what excited me, and I really wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope this helps. If so, great. If you like this kind of content, maybe consider subscribing. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better at speaking here, trying to post as often as I can. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling. Thank you for listening.